Yeah.
What else did you want to do in that session or in this session?
That was it really,
Right.
and just also to emphasise that what I'm doing is I'm just telling my story
Yeah.
as this is an honest retelling
Yeah.
of my story,
Yeah.
and it's not made with any particular audience in mind. I'm seeing myself, as a witness standing
Yeah.
in the box.
Yeah.
I'm not telling anybody off. I'm not advocating. I'm not putting a framework on it. I'm just saying this is how it was for me at the time.
Yeah.
And obviously, I could repackage it in different ways, but I'm not inclined to do that.
No.
I really want, because that's an authentic retelling of a true story. And I'd
Yeah.
like to say that everything in it, to me, looking back, I find it a remarkable and powerful story for myself. Because I'm very glad that I've gone through it, even though it's very painful in lots of ways. But also just to say that I've sort of minimised rather than exaggerated, because actually, as it is, for me it's very powerful, and I wouldn't want, I know actually there's no gain from exaggerating it,
No.
because that would spoil it. Because actually
Yeah.
the whole thing it was just extraordinarily powerful. I can't overstate either the degree of sort of turmoil, but sort of agonising that was going on beforehand, really, or how wonderful it was.
Yeah.
When Jesus really came powerfully into my life.
Yeah.
At that time, it was just extraordinary, and that was the other thing that I knew that somehow it wasn't, that somehow there was nothing to do with me on the inside. I knew that I was dead on the inside, that's how I saw it. I saw myself
Right.
as dead, and everybody else as dead. Going through the motions, but effectively dead.
Yeah, it's interesting that you had such a strong sense of that, really.
Yeah, again, I mean, that wasn't something I worked out. It was just how I saw it. I saw myself as dead. I saw myself as going through the motions. I saw myself like, a light bulb that had never been switched on. But there was something that it is to be switched on, but I didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
Or like a car that had never had its engine switched on.
Yeah.
That was the sort of way that I saw my life, and I saw people around me, and I suppose the way I felt the difference was, and again, this was just how it was. It wasn't something I'd worked out or achieved, but for me, what was really important, it was really important that somehow there was a switching on, if possible. Whereas for some reason, perhaps where other people weren't so concerned about that, but for me, that was the single most important thing, because until that's happened, you don't even know who you are or where you are or anything. And I'm just aware of the tremendous privilege of being a human being. That was the thing. It was optimistic, both for myself, but also optimistic in terms of what it is to be. Because you look at humanity and it's such an honour to be a human being. That was the thing. I didn't want to waste it. I thought, here we are, human beings, able to do all these things, and there's so many possibilities, and yet we're content just to sort of shuffle along like shadows, not even knowing who we are or why we're doing what we're doing. And if somebody says, "Why are you living like that?" you have to say, "I don't know," or they just made a random decision, and you just think,
Yeah.
it just seemed to me such an urgent thing, and I just couldn't avoid it. And again, I don't just say, it's not about me being worthy, or making a worthy decision. I just couldn't help it. It was just, it just seems so obvious. It's just what you have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's all right, Des.
It's really, really good. And we don't. Well, we're going to include this section anyway. But thank you very much for watching us today, and for being on the shoulder or on the wall, as it were, with Chat on the Couch with Des Futak and Steve Smith. And if you'd like to kind of just feedback and leave your comments below here, I'm sure we can put some Facebook comments on there. And just get your dialogue. We don't even know why we're doing this, but other than that, we wanted to share this story.
And that's the start of the journey. That's the porchway. And now we're able to, what happens next, and all these things that go on.
So if some of what Steve has said has touched you in any way, then we would value you just commenting below and just sharing your story. And just thank you very much for watching today. And I think we'll close off now. So this has been Des Futak from chatonthecouch.com, and speak to you guys soon. Cheers, bye for now.